Hi guys, Mike here from KS Bushcraft Down Under. So, I invested in this Evercool fiberglass cooler, or SQ to us Australians, and it's a significant investment, and it's a good looking unit. It should perform really well. The obvious shortfall is there's no way of locking it. Okay? Now, unfortunately, in times that we live in, and tools such as this reciprocal battery operated saw, if someone really wants something, they're going to get it. Back in the day, all we had to worry about was someone armed with a set of bolt cutters. I found these years ago in a backpack hidden on my property. Just charming. So, that being said, if you make something a bit more difficult, the average chancer won't bother. You'll just move on to a softer target. Okay? So, what I was thinking, I thought about a steel band all the way around. That'll look ugly and mark the surface up. So the obvious point, I thought about taking the handle off. Now these are stainless steel rivets. I'll move you around so you can see better. Right, so these are stainless steel rivets. So anyone armed with a cordless drill could pop the rivets out without damaging the cooler too much, or cut through this plastic here. That'd be really easy, and even the hacksaw, a few strokes and you'd have one of these off. So anything that you'd put through would be off. So what I'm thinking of a clamshell. So this is cardboard assisted drawing as per usual on my channel. So I'm thinking something like this underneath and a bigger piece over the top covering the rivets as well. So yeah, a piece below it. That way I can still use this as the tie down, which I need to use in the back of the pickup truck, and a piece over the top to cover the rivets. Now, if you've ever tried to cut two sheets of material that's not locked together, it's a real brute. So I think this will do the job. So I've got some aluminium checker plate scrap. So first I'll make a piece to go underneath. Now if I can pick up the sides of this, you won't just be relying on the strength of this handle, it'll be the whole bracket. If I can lock it in sort of like that. So we'll make this first, then I'll make a piece over the top, and then I need to work out how I'm going to get a padlock staple to join up, and that'll protect the padlock to some respect as well. So that's where we're at. Alright guys, so that's it there. So we'll go over it and we'll slip it onto the cooler and see how that looks. Right, so as I said, it's picking up some strength, so it'll be close to that. Now I will be using a tie down strap, so I need to keep this clear. So I'm going to put a bar in across here that our padlock can clip to. So I'll need to make sure this is big enough to allow the padlock and the tie down strap to come around. So it'll be a pretty decent bit of angle, either that way or both. So we'll make the top part of the clamshell and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, so this is where we're getting to. So there's our base piece. This will be our top piece like this. So I need to get enough room so I can get the ratchet strap out and the padlock staple in and have this secured. So you can't really move that way anyway, no matter what you do. So yeah, getting this figured out next. But I think we're onto a winner. Well, having looked through my scrap pile, and I came up with my old snow anchor. So this is a good bit of extruded aluminium. It's got a decent sized hole in it. And the other choice was this steel bracket. I don't know what that's come off. But this is a... It's going to make a pretty reasonable fit out of this. Yeah. Oh guys, if I thought about this piece of material before, I could have probably made it just out of this. So that's what I'm thinking. Get this in the back here like that. Then probably going to have to trim this up to get this so I can take it on and off. Then we'll need to work out our how we're going to get the lock up and in. Well guys, we're getting there. So this is my cross section for my snow stake. So I've riveted it on for the moment. This part I flipped it so the checker plate side's away from the fiberglass. So I've still got that movement and I need there. So I can get my ratchet strap in. So all I need to do now is get it so I can use this padlock or get a bigger padlock. And I may need to work on these cross sections to get it closer for this size staple, but basically we'll be looking at that. So far, all good. Right guys, I think we're getting to the part I like. So we've got the outer plate. Now at the moment I've got it working with the cable lock. I'll need a slightly bigger padlock than what I normally use. I can get in one layer, but I need a long staple one. So that's not a bad job. It's a pretty good snake lock, this one. So there we are in our two parts. I can upgrade these rivets to these big stainless ones I've got, or I could use stainless bolts and hammer the back of them. So there it is there. So this part works alright with this lock. It just needs to be either narrow here, which will make it weaker, or I get a long staple lock, which I could always use somewhere else. So that's the base part there. So a bit clean up and get some maybe some black paint on this aluminium, can't rust anyway. And I think that's a good job. So guys, hope you found that useful. Hopefully we can save you losing the cooler. If this type of content helps you out, helps you make good things and get out there in the outdoors, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.